Hey guys, so this is part 2 for my Ukiss unboxing, or yeah. So if you haven't watched me unbox this, I just uploaded the video for it, so if you want to watch it, watch that video. But this is just gonna be talking about Ukiss and their history, because I just kind of was, I never talk about Ukiss in my channel, unfortunately. But I will just kind of, my explanation with Ukiss will be with why I don't really talk about them that much will be explained throughout the video. So, if you don't know, I got into K-pop. I started listening to K-pop around 2008, but I got really into it in 2010. These were probably their best years. In terms of just success. Ukiss had a really good run for late 2009 to 2012. They had a really good run in terms of just releases. They had great albums. They were doing decently well in Korea, but they never kind of were popular. But their biggest song was 만만하니. They were never able to top that. They were never able to get #1 with that song, but it's their signature song. That's what everybody knows them for outside of their fandom. But they have better songs than 만만하니. It's just that, unfortunately, with 2 PM, like that era, they had a lot of strong boy groups, and K-pop back then did not necessarily have the strongest foreign or international fandom for them to kind of, I don't know, skyrocket in a way. But they're international fans that keep them alive until now. They're basically still a group because of their Japanese fans. I don't know if they're really necessarily still big kind of internationally in Asia, especially because that's most of where their fans were, like Philippines, Thailand, things like that. Yeah, so Ukiss debuted in 2008, so it was the year for like SHINee and 2 PM. Yeah, not a great year to debut, especially if you're like under a company that's didn't necessarily have any big artists. They've had so many releases, so Ukiss is a group that if you want to collect, I think even still, like, you can find some of the albums at decent prices, but they have a lot of albums. I think they have like 13 mini albums or something like that. It's like they have a lot of releases. Not every release is necessarily amazing. They usually have great singles. From the past couple years, they haven't been doing it for me, which is why I kind of stopped buying their stuff. I definitely enjoy, like I was saying, their primes. So if definitely anything that you want to listen from Ukiss is from those years. Songs that I recommend, obviously 만만하니. I love Bingle Bingle, which is Round and Round. And they have a song called Morago, which I think is what in English. And then they had, I think the album's called Break Time. And is that song called Shut Up? I think. I don't know. I don't remember. I think it's called Shukura or something like that in Korean. So, but that one. It's like the last album they have with Alexander and Kibum. I think that's his name. And it's their signature electro pop song sound. And a great song, Stop Girl. Neverland is probably the fan favorite. Stop Girl was another great song. Kiburijima, I don't know, that song, the one that they had like the really sexy video, it grew on me, but definitely not for everybody. What other songs did you release that I really like? 0330, that's another great song from Ukiss. And I think the song's called Standing Still for their 3rd full-length album. I think they only have 3 studio albums. But yeah, those are some memorable title tracks from them. I know they had like a song called Stalker. I don't remember that song. like I was saying, I haven't been paying attention to Ukiss since Kiburijima, basically. Yeah, it's just like, they do have some gems in their albums, so definitely listen to their full-length albums. Those are really good, especially the first two. Those are great full-length albums. What else can I say about Ukiss? They kind of have always stuck to their electropop sound, which is the best thing, because that's the sound I like from them. Definitely fits them well. Unfortunately, I don't really see them as a group anymore. Like Kevin left, and I think Kevin was kind of like the heart of Ukiss, in my opinion. Obviously vocally, I think, what's his name? It's Hoon, and then the other one's called Sohyun. I forgot the leader. I think he's in the army right now. Those two are carrying the group vocally right now. But I think the leader's in the army, so it's only Hoon singing. Eli is not the best rapper. The new Magne, like, he's good looking, but he doesn't really stick out that much. And Kisup is just like he's good looking. Like, that's all really I can say about Kisup, because he's not a vocalist. This is me being completely honest, and I love Ukiss. I like all the members. I never had an issue with anyone in Ukiss, because I like them a lot as a group. They were one of the first groups that I got to kind of learn, like, the members' names. That's why Ukiss kind of holds a special place in my heart, because I guess this is kind of like a side rant or something. When I was first getting into K-pop, the best source of anything was Arirang, and I know it's like Arirang is, I guess it's still kind of popular amongst international fans, but Arirang is the best thing ever for international K-pop fans, because everything is translated or they just speak in English. So it was the best thing ever back then, and I would listen to their radio show. I think it was called Pops and Soul, and I would watch all those videos for hours. Like, I learned so much because they had these segments on the show where they talked about older K-pop artists. So I learned about, like, legendary singers like Boa, like Rain, Ihyori, H.O.T., like groups like that, which were not familiar to me because, for example, H.O.T. did not promote anymore. Boa was not focused too much in Korea anymore. She was kind of she would release some music in Japan, and then she would kind of disappear, because, like, she had worked so much. So Ukiss, like, I remember a lot of Ukiss because of that, because I really enjoyed the little show. I don't know if you were a K-pop fan back then, but if you were and you liked that show, you know how interesting it was to listen to. And then I think they had to cancel it, and then they had to switch somebody. But I definitely really enjoyed it. Arirang had some good radio shows back then. And I would just listen to that because I really had nothing better to do. I was, like, in middle school. And in the summer, that's where I really, really learned a lot about K-pop through Ukiss in the radio show. And I think the ones that hosted it were Kevin, Eli, and Alexander. Alexander's not a member anymore, and obviously Kevin just left. So that's why I hold Ukiss on, like, in a really, really special corner of my K-pop heart. It's really unfortunate that they were never able to really break out. But I can understand kind of why. I think their songs were good, but I don't know. I feel like they never kind of elevated, you know? And with the constant member changes, that was kind of annoying. One thing I would definitely say, I think Ukiss definitely developed a really, really great discography in Japan, which is something I maybe might dive into once I complete a bunch of groups, because they're not my main focus anymore, especially because Kevin just left and he was my favorite. But yeah, I think that's, if you want to listen to anything from Ukiss, definitely give them a try, give them a listen for their Japanese discography, because they're still releasing stuff in Japan. Like, that's where I think they're gonna focus, because Japanese fans are really loyal. So I'm glad that they were able to, I guess they can still have some, get some money, because a lot of these groups just disband. But Japanese, if you have a good, solid Japanese fandom, you're gonna continue until you want to just stop releasing music, which is great. Which is a great thing for groups that never succeed in Korea but develop a fandom in Japan. Yeah, I maybe want to dive into getting their studio albums for sure. I don't think I'll be getting the singles, because again, they have released so much in Japan. I am not even gonna try to like get singles. I want to get the studio albums, because I've listened to some songs from them that they've released in Japan, like a song called Tic Tac, or yeah, I think it's called Tic Tac. That was a great song. They just had really cool singles in Japan. But yeah, it's just kind of like my little gist or story time with Ukiss over all the years I've been into K-pop. But I guess I would really like to thank them for everything that they brought onto my life, which was just lots of laughs, and I definitely enjoyed a lot of their music. I don't regret buying any Ukiss album that I've gotten before. I don't think I'll ever sell them, unless like I had to. I don't think I'll ever sell my Ukiss albums, which is why I wanted to complete my collection to a certain point. I think I'm only missing like 1, 2, I think like 3 albums that I want from Ukiss in Korea, and then I'll just stop getting their stuff. I'm not gonna be buying if they're gonna release stuff in Korea anymore, unfortunately, but they're just not a group that I follow that much. Because like my faves always left. Like I liked AJ, and he was like a random member that was added, and he was removed. Well, not, I think he just left because he saw he wasn't gonna do anything. He went to study somewhere else. But I guess that's kind of like a side little rant. But that's like kind of like history with Ukiss. If you never heard of Ukiss, like I said, listen to the songs I mentioned earlier in this video. Definitely worth a listen. Their first and second studio album are really good. Recommend listening to those two from their discography, and their discography in Japan is pretty solid. Even though I haven't heard all of the songs, I know a lot of people that listen to Ukiss and they said their Japanese stuff is the best. And I take their word for it, because from what I've listened to before from Ukiss in Japan, I really like majority of it. But yeah, I guess I might do these type of videos, kind of talk about some groups that maybe either disbanded or they don't promote that much anymore, or not popular at all. But I don't know, I wanted to talk about Ukiss because when I saw this album, I bought this for really cheap. I just kind of wanted, like, I want to make a video for them, because I rarely talk about them. But if you're curious about my, like, before I finish the video, about my Ukiss collection, it hasn't really changed too much. I uploaded a video almost a year ago. I have a playlist for my K-pop collection videos. I made an individual video for Ukiss, so if you're curious about other albums that I have from them, I uploaded that video. Obviously this isn't featured because I just got this. Maybe I'll do an updated video for Ukiss in a year, because I don't know if I'll be getting the other albums that I'm wanting to get, because they're not on the top of my list. I just bought this because it was at a good price. I liked the song, and I had some like little extra cash. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope this was interesting. For upcoming videos, I'll be receiving GOT7's latest album, and what else? Yeah, That's it. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, just look forward to more videos like this. If you like these videos, please comment as well, or that you found anything interesting, or you found learned something new. Which is why I like to make these videos, because K-pop has gained so many new fans, and a lot of people don't, or haven't gotten the chance to see kind of older generation groups. Alright guys, bye.